Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Yeah, hey, I'm speaking with Lindsay Gardner.
Yes.
Hey, Miss Gardner, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing really good. Thanks for asking. Well, Miss Gardner, first of all, good evening. This is Jim. I'm your insurance agent. Basically, I'm returning on your call regarding the life insurance policy we applied for about a month ago, and we have been waiting for the company's approval so we can provide you the policy number. It seems like you haven't received anything from them. Is that correct?
Right.
So, well, good news. We received an approval. We received your approval from the company. All we need is to provide you the policy number and ensure that the policy papers, the documents are sent to you. So before we proceed, let me verify all the information that we have on file. And just to make sure like I got the right information, I'm speaking with Lindsay Gardner, right?
Correct.
Okay, so Miss Lindsay, I want you to go ahead and grab a pen and paper in handy so I can be able to let you know about all the details. Until that, I'm gonna fetch your file. So first of all, write down my name, which is Jim Norris.
Mhm.
Okay, and after that, just write down my number in case we got disconnected, so you can be also able to call me back, which is 727-201-1975. So now just be back on the same page. Let me quickly go ahead and let you know about all the details and your information that I do have in front of me so we can be able to get you done with your insurance policy. So first of all, in order to fetch your details, what I'm going to do, I'm going to confirm a few key details. And these are going to be just simple yes or no questions so we can be able to make sure everything is good to go. Okay? So have you ever had a cancer, a stroke, or heart failure in the last 5 years?
So he says that this call is because I've already been approved for a life insurance policy and he's just calling to give me my policy number. But then he dives into the medical questions that you would ask to qualify someone for a life insurance policy. And you can see the rest of the questions that he asked on your screen. I always cut these because they're quite boring. This isn't the first time I've had this happen. This also happened with the Chris Wilson / Danny Parker scammer, but I don't understand how they expect this to work, how they expect to just sign you up for a new policy when you've already signed up for a policy.
Okay, now just be back on the same page. Let me go ahead and verify all of your details. I have your file in front of me. First of all, I have your address. Oh, that's nice. So, how do you live there?
The weather is gorgeous here. I love it.
Now, just be back on the same page. Let me quickly go ahead and verify a few things from my side just to make sure I'm not doing any kind of mistakes. I have your birth date here, 11/3/56. Is that correct? Give me just one quick second. I have your beneficiary, Julie Copper. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what's your relationship with Miss Copper?
I'm her mother.
Okay. And now, what's her birth date? Okay, ma'am. And now I have your social security number in front of me, which is, and you're still banking with a Chase Bank. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And okay, from the Chase Bank, you got a checking account, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I have your routing and account number in front of me. Okay. I know very well that these are the numbers that mostly people don't know by heart. So I want you to go ahead and grab a checkbook in your hand because I'm going to verify these numbers by you. I have those numbers in front of me. I'm just going to verify them. So just grab a checkbook in handy and do let me know when you are ready. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much. And you told me like you're not taking any prescriptions, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And I want to make sure about one more thing. Like, what's your marital status? Like, you're still married, single?
Single.
And the number which you're talking right now, is that your cell or is that your landline?
I'm not sure why we have to go through so many questions just so I can get my policy number, but I've never actually held a life insurance policy, so maybe it is this complicated. There's serious money on the line, so maybe you do have to go through all these steps just to get your policy number. They have to verify you're talking to the right person after all, right?
Okay, great. So what I'm going to do now here, I'm going to send you a text from my number. You wrote down my number, right? 727-201-1975, correct? Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you a text from my number, and you can let me know like you received the text or not.
Got it.
Got it?
Yes.
Great. So now regarding on your, the text, just let me know, like you can you just read it down? Great. Okay, and now, can you just send me a text back?
What do you want me to say?
Anything like okay, or you can write down okay. Okay. Potato? That's nice. That's good. That's really nice. So now you got it. You got my number as well. You can also save it, okay, as my under my name, Jim Morris. Okay, so if you have any questions, just give me a call. Okay. Great. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just quickly going to go ahead and, I'm going to submit your application here. I have your social security number and want to make sure about one more thing. Like, have you consumed in tobacco or nicotine the past 12 months?
No.
And I have your height, 5'6" and weight is 135 pounds. Is that correct?
Yes.
So now I want to make sure, like, do you remember, like, how much coverage we applied for previously? Or, shall I give you the plans one more time? Should I give you that?
I want to say it was 20K, but I don't remember. I was going to ask you if you remember the name of the agent that
Yeah,
helped me,
you're right.
so I can look it up on my notes because that would help, jog my memory.
Now I'm gonna give you the rates one more time. There's a discounted promotion running out. Okay, so I can be able to qualify you for like $30 to $35. What you're paying. Does that sound fair? Sure. So let me go ahead and let you know about the plan here. First of all, write down the company name. The company is Aetna Life Insurance. Okay. And regarding on from Aetna Life Insurance, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you three different plans. Okay. 25, 23, and then 20 to make sure like we can be able to give you some discounts. So first of all, write down 25,000, or you want to go much more higher.
How high did they go?
Give me just one quick second. Let me see. How high can I go for you? I can go for 35. I think so. Give me just one quick second. Let me see. Okay. I can go for like 30,000.
Out of curiosity, how much is that?
Okay. Regarding on $30,000, it's gonna cost you more than like $200. And now one thing I want to tell you. Let me tell you the 30,000 plan. Okay,
Yeah.
just write down 30,000 so you can have the rates as well for 30,000. So first of all, write down 30,000. Okay. Okay. And for 30,000, the actual price for 30,000 will gonna be $262 a month. Coming back from 262, I'm not gonna let you pay that. I'm gonna give you a wonderful discount here, and after providing you the discount, it's gonna be $204.84. And we will gonna apply for some more discounts as well. If you get qualified for some more discounts, then the price will gonna be $154.70. Sounds affordable for you?
Definitely.
Great. So let me again repeat myself. Okay, the actual price is, $204.84. If you get qualified for additional discounts, then it will gonna be $154.70. And you know one thing, I'm 99.9% sure that you're gonna be qualified for the discount.
He asks me how my day is going, what I do for a living, if I have any kids, but then stops and realizes that my daughter is my beneficiary. So, yes, I do have kids. He asks me how long I've been in California and what part of Texas I'm from, if I'm on a fixed income and what date I get paid, which he then sets as the initial draft date, what my email is, and then he spells it out. And then he asks me again how my day is going. These questions are all just to stall for time because he has to transfer me to an actual licensed agent. And presumably that individual is busy, so he has to just kill time, make small talk, so that I don't get agitated and hang up.
So now let me tell you one more thing here, okay? Now everything is good to go, okay? Once we settle, everything is good to go, and all things are very well cleared. I just submitted your application right away. So now let me tell you the process, okay? The process is going to be very, very simple, okay? Now, just for example, you just bought a car, okay? Now you're going to the reception for the signatures, okay? Great. So let me explain you how. I have submitted your application. Everything is good to go, and I transferred all of your details to the insurance company. Okay. One of their agents will gonna be available for you within the next few moments, and they will gonna talk to you. Okay. They will gonna have all of your details, so you don't have to give them any kind of explanations. They will gonna ask you the details. They will gonna ask you all the questions one more time, just to make sure like we are not doing a single mistake in insurance policy, because it's really confidential details, and everything is also confidential. Your social is on it, your account is on it, so everything is very confidential. So we don't want to make any kind of mistakes. So that's why they were going to ask you the questions one more time, just to make sure we are not doing any mistakes. We do have everything correct. After that, once they were going to verify the details, they were going to submit your application, give you the policy number, and they were going to send you the documents at your doorstep within the next 7 days, so you can be easily able to get started with your insurance policy. Okay, so now let me tell you a little bit more about the policy. Okay, basically, give you a little recap. Okay, I'm working with an independent insurance brokerage appointed by over like 40 different insurance companies, and we're licensed in all 50 states and have helped out more than 2,000 families a year for their whole life insurance policies. So here's a great thing about these policies. They are permanent whole life policies designed to cover for your entire life. They will never expire. The premium that we decide today, that will going to remain same to you for the rest of your life. The premium is going to be $204.84. If you get qualified for discounts, then it will going to be $154.70. The premium will going to remain same to you for the rest of your life. And let me also highlight some key benefits as well. This will gonna be lifelong protection for you and peace of mind for your family. Coverage for all of your final expenses, including burial, debts, or last-minute medical bills. So now, everything is good to go. Let me tell you how this policy will gonna work for you. Like God forbid, if something happens to you. So I want to make sure before I tell you, I want to make sure you want to get buried or you want to get cremated.
Jim, that's the kind of question you ask at the beginning of the process and not after you've sold someone a policy. Anyway, he goes on to explain that when I die, my daughter Julie Copper just has to contact the insurance company and they will pay her out within 24 to 48 hours. She can then use those proceeds to pay for my funeral expenses or for blackjack and hookers. Anything left over after she pays for my funeral expenses would be considered a gift of love, which she can use for blackjack and hookers. He also explains that I shouldn't treat the policy papers like a regular piece of paper, but treat it as if I had $30,000 in cash in my hand, make copies and give them to Julie. He then tells me that the person we were waiting to speak to is on another call, and so he asked if he could call me back within 30 minutes. He doesn't, but an hour later, he texts me saying the other person is still busy on the phone and that we will try again the next morning. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello, I'm speaking with Lindsay.
Yes?
Lindsay Gardner.
Yes?
Hey, good evening, ma'am. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing really good. Thanks for asking, ma'am. I hope you do remember me. My name is Jim Morris, your insurance agent. We had a conversation last evening. Yeah, I'm real sorry about the last evening part. I told you I was gonna give you a call back after 30 minutes, but no one was available at that time to talk to you because all of the agents were busy on the calls, and it was late evening time, so you know very well about it. They want to go home as well. So now, ma'am, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to verify the information one more time just to make sure everything is correct and good to go. And I'm going to connect your call as quick as possible.
He asks me how my day was, if I have any plans for the weekend. He confirms my name, address, phone number, and then we play the text message dance again. However, you'll notice that his phone number is different this time, ending in 1915 instead of 1975.
Sure. Can you give me I'm going to send you a text. Can you just check it out? Got it, ma'am?
Yeah, it's just a different phone number than yesterday.
Different phone number?
Yeah.
It's the same number, 727-201-1975.
I'm getting the message from 727-201-1915.
1915. What's the text?
So there's two. One was a couple minutes ago. Hi, good evening. This is Jim Norris. Are you available for the call in the next 5 minutes? And then, hello, good evening. This is Jim Norris.
Yeah. Oh, I got you, ma'am. Now, one thing, today, I don't know, what's going on. I was calling you, morning time, but there was a problem in my, number, okay?
Right.
This number, the company gave me this number, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a problem coming out from the morning, okay? And I want to call,
Right.
2 or 3 people today for their life insurance because, I'm having a conversation with them as well. I just got a new number because of that issue. I just got a new number from the company. I was thinking like they gave me the same number, but I don't know, like they changed it. Okay, so now just be back on the same page. I want to ask you something like, can you send me a text back on the same number?
I'm going to get you connected as quickly as possible, but let's play text tag first. I just want to highlight how incredibly incompetent this guy is, and this is what our licensed agent, whom you'll meet shortly, is paying for. Not only do I think he's getting ripped off, but I genuinely don't understand how this is supposed to work. I don't understand how he genuinely gets clients this way, because who has the patience for this? Your new number, your old number?
On the same number which you're talking right now, like where you received the text.
We'll do the same thing as yesterday.
Okay. Okay, I got you, man. I got it. Okay, so if I wanna ever again, if I wanna call you ever again, what I'm gonna do, first of all I'm gonna give you a text. Are you available for a call? If you say yes, then I'm gonna call you. Otherwise, I'm gonna say, oh wait, okay, I got you. So now, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna verify the details one more time, just to make sure everything is good to go. We applied for $30,000 with Aetna Life Insurance policy in $204 a month and 84 cents. And we also applied for additional discounts. If you get qualified for that, then the price is gonna be $154.70 a month.
He once again verifies my social security number, email, my beneficiary's name and their date of birth, and my date of birth.
Okay. And now, once again, I want to make sure about one more thing. Do you had or have any kind of health conditions, anything like COPD, high blood pressure, diabetic, anything?
No.
Okay. Are you taking any prescriptions?
We go over my Chase routing and account numbers. He asks me when I get paid and confirms that my first draft date will be the 1st of the next month. Then he goes into his script about how this is a whole life insurance policy, so the premiums will never go up no matter how much you age or health conditions, blah, 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 blah. I think he's just stalling for time because the next person still isn't ready, even though he's the one who called me. Because who has the patience for this? We went through all this yesterday just for him to say, I'll call you back. And then he calls back and we need to do it again?
So now I'm going to tell you one more thing, and I'm going to connect your call with the company agent. Okay, when I'm going to connect your call with them, they will going to have all of your details. What they will going to do, they will just only going to verify those details, ask you some medical questions, and submit your application, give you the policy number. On every question, you don't have to give them any explanations. Just tell them the answer, simple yes or no, so they can be able to complete this application as quick as possible. And if you have any questions, you do have my number. You can just call me.
Sure.
I'm going to connect your call with the insurance company agent. Here we go.
Hey, how you doing today, Ms. Gardner?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I can't complain. Today's a good day. Well, my name is Erik. I'm the licensed underwriter that'll be helping you find the right insurance plan, as well as helping you complete the application process. Now, I'm just going to be asking you some basic questions to confirm your details, followed by some medical questions to ensure your eligibility. And by the end of this call, we should have your policy in effect on your initial draft date, okay? All right. Now, before we start, do you have a pen and paper to write down my contact information, just in case we get disconnected? So my number is going to be 210-890-3898. So I'm just going to be going over some of your details just to make sure I have some of it correct, okay?
He starts with my zip code for some reason, then confirms my date of birth, what date I get paid, which will then become the draft date for the policy.
And now we're going with the provider Aetna with a coverage plan of $30,000, and the monthly premium would be $154.70. Would that be a comfortable premium for you on a monthly basis?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to continue with the enrollment process for you. Now, I do have to ask, at the moment, do you receive any type of hospice care or assistance with daily living, such as eating, dressing, or using the restroom?
He asks if I have a Medicare plan with Aetna, then confirms my social security number, address, phone number, beneficiary name.
Okay, your data has successfully been added. Okay, it's just giving me a little issue update, validating your information. Let me just make sure I have everything's...
So, Erik, you're with the insurance company?
Okay. Yes. And I just want to make sure that I have... So your date, because it's not letting me validate, so I just want to make sure I have everything correct so it can validate, because if it doesn't validate, then it's going to ask me to ask you to provide extra documentation to prove your identity, so
Right.
I'm just trying to avoid that extra step for you.
He spells out my first and last name, confirms my date of birth, social security number, and asks if my address is a new address or perhaps I have an old address on my driver's license. It's definitely a little awkward, but I found that when I start failing verification is when life insurance agents start getting cagey, as we saw in my semi-successful final expense calls video. So I take this opportunity to start asking questions. So, Eric, who would be my
All
agent
right,
on
let me
record for the policy?
see. Your agent on record will be me, Erik Bryant.
How do you spell your last name?
Bryant. And my first name is Erik, Erik.
Oh, with a K. Interesting.
Yes, a little bit unique. My mom had a thing with K's. My brother's name is Marcus. She spelled his name with a K as well. All right, so I'm going to just proceed to see if it does give me that message at the end. If not, we'll see how to correct it. All right, now, do you have your banking information at hand just to make sure I have the correct routing and account numbers here?
Who's Jim Norris?
Was that the agent that you spoke to before me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's a closer. He's the one who gathers your information, and I'm the one. And then once he gathers all your information, he transfers you to me, and I'm the one who validates it and puts it into the application and does the whole completion of the application process for you.
You had quite a thick Indian accent.
Yes, we have a bunch of different ethnics in our work group. So we're almost done with the application process. Okay, it is asking me it's giving me the error message with the please upload documentation supporting proof of identity for Lindsay Gardner. For proof of identity, please select document type. Okay. It does this error sometimes when their validating system through Aetna does not, for some reason, it can't validate the person's identity. Sometimes it's within a change of address, or sometimes it just gives that error. Let me see what they would need as documentation.
Is it American Final Expense as the broker?
Yes, U.S. Final Expenses. Yes, That's the name of the company.
So that's what you work for, basically.
That's who I work for. Okay. But I'm licensed through all the insurance companies. So they're asking for the extra documentation. They're asking for a driver's license. Would you be able to send your driver's license in for documentation so I can add it with your application?
Yeah. How would I get that to you?
Okay, let me get the number for you to send it to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they just need a picture of the front of your license and a picture of the back of your license. Okay, so the number is going to be 561-861-1561.
So I spend a few minutes pretending to take a picture of my ID, just killing time. He's going to stay on the phone no matter what, waiting for me to finish this for him. And then I get another phone call. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
Yes, my name is Anna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, so the reason of my call is that we are running a great promotion about home improvement. I believe you are the homeowner, right?
Correct.
Okay. So how much approximately do you have credit card debt?
I would say around 17,000.
Okay, and can you please tell me, are you employed or receiving benefits?
Benefits.
Okay, I got it. What is your zip code, sir? What is your first and last name so I can address you properly? Do you have any kind of personal loan, medical bills?
It's credit cards and a personal loan.
Okay, so sir, now I'm going to connect your call. My Verify, he will guide you. They will provide you more information, okay?
I love calls like this where they just change the pitch mid-call. I mean, how incompetent can you be? While this is happening, Erik is still on the other line. So I merged the calls.
Hello?
Yes?
Hello, Ms. Gardner?
This is Ruby on recorded line. Can you hear me?
Are you with
What happened? Hello?
Ms. Gardner? Are you there?
I'm sorry?
No, I'm a licensed agent that was speaking with Ms. Gardner. I'm not sure how you got on the line.
Oh, well, I'm not sure either. Like, we were talking about her debt settlement.
Okay.
Hello?
Ms. Gardner, are you there?
No, we were talking about her debt settlement, and I don't know why you were just connected to the line.
No, I was on a previous call completing an application process for her. Hello, Ms. Gardner, are you still there?
About 20 minutes later, Jim texts me asking for a phone call, but I just ignore him. Now you would figure at this point, the jig is up. The jig is up? Does anyone say that anymore? The jig is up, the cat's out of the bag, the goose is cooked. Whatever you want to say, basically at this point, surely they've figured out that I'm just messing with them and they won't reach out to me anymore, right? But 1 month later, 1 month, Jim calls me again. Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Hey, I'm speaking Lindsay Gardner.
Yes?
Hey, Lindsay, how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing real good. Thanks for asking. Lindsay, I hope you remember about me. This is Jim, your insurance guy.
Yeah, it seems like you have a different phone number, unless I wrote it down incorrectly.
Well, Lindsay, let me. I'm calling you from an automatic dialing system. That's why I'm thinking
okay.
that I do have a different phone number. That's why. How was your day, Lindsay? How's everything going so far?
It's good. How's yours?
Oh, I'm doing real good. Thanks for asking. Well, Lindsay, let me remind you. We had a conversation about your life insurance policy about like last month. Right, and
Right.
At that time I connected your call with the insurance company, and I just got a review from them that you're not sure if it was a real deal in the application. She was about to send documentation to verify her identity, and I did 2 random calls on the line with different agents from different companies. Like, what was going on?
He gave me a phone number. He wanted me to text him like my driver's license for like identity or whatever.
Yeah.
And something happened, like the call got disconnected, and he gave me his own callback number that was like, it starts with 210, but when you call that, it's just like a, thank you for calling American Final Expense. And it's just like it's not his direct line. He says it is. He swore it was, but it's not. And then your number didn't work either because, as I mentioned, every time you call me, it's a different caller ID, right? Like it was 727.
Well, I call you from an automatic dialing system.
Yeah, it was 727 last time. Now it's 650.
Yeah, that's the same number I got right now, 727-201-1915.
Yeah, then it was 1975 before that. And so those numbers.
It's 1915.
The very first time you called me, it was 1975 on the caller ID. But anyway, regardless, those numbers didn't work either. And so I'm like, so how do I get a hold of it? None of your phone numbers work. And so that's where we left off. But yeah, I can talk to that guy again if I'm not sure how because it's been a while. Like, do we have to start from scratch or do we pick up where we left off?
Yeah, I just got the mail from the company. I just got the mail from the underwriter right now. I just sent you a text from my the number 727-201-1915. All right. So now the point is real simple. They need to verify your identity and identity verification. Okay. So would you be able to like send me the pictures of your driver's license? I'm gonna share your pictures with the insurance agent.
What about the other guy? Erik Bryant with a K apparently.
Erik. I don't know Erik.
Isn't that who you
like? I think he was underwriter, right?
Right.
He was agent. So I don't know, like he will be with you again on the line or not because I'm not sure about it. Okay, I'll make sure like he will be with you, but I'm not sure as well. But you can send me the driver's license picture on my number. Okay, I'm gonna share your pictures with the insurance company and see like what's the response. And once I got the good response from them, I'm gonna connect your call once again with them so they can be able to complete your application, give you the policy number, and send you the documents. Okay.
I tell him that I was in the middle of something, so I'll do it later, but he insists that he's on the line now, so just do it now. So I explain that I'm out for a walk, so I'll have to do it when I get home. He sends me another text message and insists that I open it immediately and read it back to him. I don't understand why this guy has such a hard-on for sending text messages and insisting that you read them right away and respond to him right away. He's like a controlling boyfriend. He asks what I do for a living and once again pleads that I send him a picture of my driver's license as soon as I can so that he can share it with the insurance company. 15 minutes later, he texts yet again, reminding me to send him my driver's license. Now, I asked him about Erik Bryant, who's the actual licensed agent on this policy. He's like, who's Erik? I don't know Erik. So I figured, well, if we're not dealing with Erik anymore, are you going to be my licensed agent? But surprisingly, Jim never responded to this message or called me again. All right, so who are these clowns? Well, we'll begin the investigation with Jim Norris, and there's really not much to say here. That's obviously a fake name, and at the end of the day, he's just a cog in the wheel. He's just another employee in a Pakistani call center that does this day in and day out, being a good boy, following his script. His two numbers are 727-201-1975, which was the original number, and then we changed to 1915 the following day. Both of these numbers are through Bandwidth, which is a classic VoIP provider favored by scammers. The caller ID leads to Florida. When you call either of these numbers, it plays a busy tone 4 times and then hangs up. And I've tried multiple days in a row, different times a day. It's always the same result. This generally happens when a call center shuts down, but the numbers haven't been reallocated, so they just ring busy. Before we get into Erik Bryant, we need to take a walk down memory lane. 8 months ago, I published a video on Camilla Williams with U.S. funeral expenses. This video covers Paul Brooks, who was the Pakistani closer in that particular call, Camilla Williams, the licensed agent in Florida, who we actually found and contacted, and then Matthew Myers with Prosperity Life, the management group. So Erik Bryant gave me a callback number of 210-890-3898, and interestingly, that's the exact same callback number that Paul Brooks gave me, and the exact number that Camilla Williams gave me to call her back. What are the odds that these 3 people all have the exact same direct callback number? Camilla Williams also provided the number 561-861-1561, and she said this was an alternative number where I could reach her, specifically where I could text her. She didn't ask me to text her any documents or anything, she just provided it as a number where she was reachable via text. Erik Bryant asked me to text my driver's license to 561-861-1561. I was in shock. I mean, what are the odds? I was gobsmacked. I couldn't believe it. You know, these calls happen like 6 months apart and they're still using these phone numbers. So surely Erik Bryant and Camilla Williams work for the same entity, right? Otherwise, why would they give me the same phone numbers? Diving into the numbers themselves, the 210 number is through Common Point, which is a VoIP provider with a caller ID of San Antonio, Texas. When you call this number outside of business hours, you get this recording.
Thank you for calling U.S. Funeral Expenses. Our office is currently closed. Our normal office hours are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday to Friday. If you would like to leave a message, please press 1. Our team will get back to you as soon as possible during business hours. Thank you for calling U.S. Funeral Expenses. We appreciate your business and look forward to assisting you during our regular business hours. Have a great day.
But when you call during business hours, you get this.
Thank you so much for calling U.S. Funeral Expenses. This is Jason. With who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
This 561 number is hosted by Twilio, which is a scammer favorite and has a caller ID based in Florida. And here's what happened when I called it.
Thank you so much for calling U.S. Funeral Expenses. This is Jason. With who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
And how may I help you, Miss Lindsay?
I'm looking for Erik Bryant.
Erik Bryant, right, that is one of our agents, and I am his assistant. How may I help you? Do you have an insurance policy for us?
He wanted like a picture of my ID, but the call got disconnected before we were before he was able to tell me how to get it to him. Does he want an email? Does he want a text message? I was called by someone else and got transferred to him, and the number was spoofed, I think. Like, it's not in service, so I have no way to get a hold of him.
Got you. Let me get you connected over to him. Let me drop him a text.
So is U.S. Funeral Expenses like a broker, or what do you guys do?
This is sort of like a firm, and we're working with a lot of different carriers, insurance carriers. So what we do is we get your health information. You obviously remember giving your health information and medications, and we put that into our system. And based off of that system, we find you something that is that comes up with the best possible rates and something that the company which is most likely willing to approve you.
So I think we can confidently say that the company we're dealing with is U.S. Funeral Expenses. Again. Now, in the Camilla Williams video, I suspected that their website was usfuneralexpenses.net because that's the most relevant website that I found, but obviously I couldn't prove it at the time. So I asked about that. Do you guys have like a website?
Yes, we do. Let me give you the website. It is usfuneralexpenses.net. usfuneralexpenses.net.
Unfortunately, there's not much to glean from the website itself. There is no business address on it, and the Whois records are redacted. Let's dig a little deeper into Erik Bryant. For starters, he is not licensed to sell life insurance in the state of California. He's just not there at all, which is very professional and not a scam at all when the individual that's trying to sell you a life insurance policy isn't even licensed to sell policies in the state in which you reside. He is licensed in the state of Florida. Here is his license number. This business address is a residence, so due to YouTube's privacy guidelines, I have to censor it. However, this is completely public information that you can find yourself in mere seconds. There is only one licensed Erik Bryant in the state of Florida. His email is amalik, SBHS, @gmail.com, which is weird because that's obviously not his name. He is in Palm Beach, Florida. He needs to do his continuing education credits. His name is Erik A. Bryant. There's his NPN. Now, this 650 number, I don't know who it belongs to. I've tried calling it numerous times, and it just goes straight to voicemail. I'm not sure if it's a personal or business number, and so for that reason, I also have to censor it. But again, this is public information. You can find yourself if you really want to. The carrier for this number is T-Mobile, which is a refreshing change from all the VoIP providers we've seen thus far. And this is where the plot thickens. The caller ID is Fast and Easy M. Maybe Fast and Easy Money? Surely they're getting rich off of all these life insurance policies they're selling, right? I'll go into detail about how I found this out in a later video, but to make it long story short, the company is actually Fast and Easy Marketing LLC. They don't have a website as far as I'm aware, but they do have a listing in the Florida listing of corporations, Fast and Easy Marketing LLC. Looks like they were founded in 2016 and they operate out of Fort Lauderdale. Here is a copy of their annual report filed February 2025. Their mailing address is the same one that was listed on Erik Bryant's licensure profile. The registered agent appears to be Muhammad Ali Janjua, and one of the authorized members is Aman Malik. Oh hey, A. Malik, just like Erik's email address. But wait, I thought we were dealing with US funeral expenses. Who the hell is Fast and Easy Marketing? Well, I asked them about that. So then who is Fast and Easy Marketing?
That is our agency.
What's an agency?
That is the name that we're working under.
So what's the difference between that and US funeral expenses?
US Funeral Expenses is a subsidiary company. It is the main umbrella company.
Based off that and other information, I can pretty confidently say that US Funeral Expenses and Fast and Easy Marketing are the same company. This is probably who Camilla Williams works for as well, and this is a pretty big discovery. I mean, I don't see anyone talking about these companies. There's basically nothing on Fast and Easy Marketing out there, so I'm glad to finally bring this out to everybody. Eventually, Jason told me that Erik was on another call and that he would call me back at a later time, but he never did. So I wasn't able to reach Erik with a request for comment. But at least we figured out who he works for, and we can add Fast and Easy Marketing to the list. Thanks for watching. Jim Norris left me some voicemails that I forgot to include in the timeline, so I'm just going to awkwardly stick them at the end, and we'll close out with that.
Hi, Miss Lindsay. This is Jim Morris, your insurance agent. Ma'am, I'm trying to reach you out. Please call me back on the number 727-201-1915. Please call me back on the number 727-201-1915. I'll be waiting for your call. Thank you so much. Hi, Miss Garden. This is Jim Morris, your insurance agent. I'm trying to reach you out for the past couple of days, but I'm not able to get you online. Please call me back on the number 727-201-1975. Please call me back again. Please call me back on the number 727-201-1915. Okay, I'll be waiting for your call. Thank you so much.
I gotta go ahead. I will review all the documents that you're entitled to. All right?